Howdy. So a couple days ago, I saw Hobo with a shotgun. And I enjoyed it. How can you not enjoy a film called Hobo with a shotgun? I give it a 7. You know, I had a fun time. It was a fine time. It's about a hobo with a shotgun. He rolls into town on a train, as I guess most hobos do, and you can tell right away that he's entered hell. The innocent is punished, the evil run free. It's a futuristic hellscape of a world. I mean, you're not sure where you are. I mean, I think it might as well be called the city. A quarter of it is on fire as the city. I mean, when you see a, you know, what am I trying to think of? Landscape shot, a cityscape shot, you know, a quarter of it is on fire. So you're obviously in like a dystopian, futuresque hellscape. And the hobo gets to town, and he sees that everything is wicked, and that he must right all of the wrongs. And he does so with a shotgun. That's pretty much it. I really had a lot of fun with it. It was made... I didn't think it would be so... like... Grindhouse. A couple years ago, a few years ago, Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez made a film called Grindhouse, where they put two of their films together that honored the exploitation and Grindhouse films of the 70s. In between those films, they had a few trailers for fake films. One, Machete, would become real. And they also had a contest. And the winner of their contest was a fake trailer, or a trailer for a fake film called Hobo with a Shotgun. That film eventually would get made. And it's very much like Death Proof, like Planet Terror, like Machete. It is a straight-up homage to 70s exploitation films, grindhouse pictures. It's very violent, very vulgar, and in love with itself. It stars Rutger Hauer. He's about the only name I can tell you. I think there are a couple celebrity cameos in there, but even then I can't remember who they were. And definitely not names, but faces that you might recognize. Rutger Hauer is great in this. You know, the movie is outlandish. It's ridiculous. It's ludicrous. But Rutger Hauer is centered, and he makes you believe in this outlandish tale. He carries the film. I mean, you can feel him like gripping the film and carrying it with him. He believes, you know, Rutger Hauer believes in what he's doing, so it makes you believe. It's a very good performance for him. You know, he gets a lot of flack for being in a lot of B cheesy movies, but you know, he fits in and he does it really well. And he does it really well here. I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's very bloody. Again, it's incredibly violent. It's more incredibly vulgar. It's very quotable. I almost don't feel like I should repeat some of the quotes, because the language is just so vividly blue. You know, if you're a fan of vulgarity, you'll get your money's worth. Lots of exploding heads in this movie. Lots of shotgun blasts to the chests, to guts, to the crotch. Basically, if there's a body part in this film, it will be torn apart or exploded at some point. all of the character, again, everything is crazy in the film. Everything is crazy. Again, this is like a futuristic dystopian hellscape, and everyone has lost their mind. And all of the actors are just balls to the wall crazy. The directorial style is very crazy. I'm sorry I can't tell you any of the names associated with it. I know, first I thought, well, this has to be produced, written, and directed by the same person. It's not. It had a separate writer, then director, and a separate producing team. So lots of names associated with this. So it's like maybe everyone's bringing their own little piece of vision into it. And that kind of what makes it interesting. I thought for like the first hour, it was paying an homage, you know, loving the cliches, loving the films that have inspired the filmmakers, and basically just recreating what they love. But then, with the last half hour, last 20 minutes, it's like, okay, so this is where the genre has been. Now it's time for us to show you where it's going to go and what we can do with it, what our voice has to say with it, about it. And I think it works because then it gets really weird, and better. I think, I mean, I enjoyed the film. I'm giving it a 7, but the last 20 minutes are very good. I think, you know, they reward you for getting through the rest of the film. In a way, if you can make it through the first 10 minutes, you can make it through the film. It's jarring in its singularity. You know, it's expressing this wild, crazy, you know, world, and if you can't hang with it, then, and you might not be able to, then you need to run. But if you can get through that first 10 minutes, this first 10 minutes of being, like, bewildered and wondering, what in the hell have I walked into, then you'll very much enjoy it. Because the last 20 minutes are freaky, you know? I mean, it gets into, almost, for my money, straight up sci-fi. Which is fine, you know? It's got good, cheesy special effects. The ending is sudden, you know. I mean, it just ends, which again is fine. I mean, really, all of the characters that we are introduced to are gone one way or another. So the ending just came all of a sudden, but as I sat there watching the credits, I was like, well, where else could the story have gone, you know? So at first I was like taken aback, and maybe like, oh, it's over? To thinking, okay, you know, that's cool. That's cool. I really liked it. I mean, it looked like it was straight out of the 70s. You know, even the font of the title, you know, looked retro. Everything is very retro. I thought it was really good. I mean, really entertaining, escapist. Again, it's very violent, very bloody. There's lots of cheese, lots of death. I mean, if you are unsettled by innocent people being brutally murdered, then you're going to have some problems with this. But if you can be entertained by that, then you'll love it. I mean, even babies are not safe, you know? Babies are not safe. So keep that in mind. I mean, I really don't know what else to say about it. I mean, it's Hobo with a shotgun. The title says it all. You're either going to see it or not, and you're either going to like it or not. I would recommend it to anyone who likes B-movies, any Rutger Hauer fans, any fans of the Grindhouse feel, the Grindhouse pictures. I think it should be seen. It's definitely an excellent rental. I mean, you don't necessarily have to see it on the big screen. It might even play better on a small screen. But I would definitely recommend that you check it out. It's definitely worth your time, and it's a lot of fun, you know. It's a lot of fun. And you don't see movies made like this anymore, you know, or much. They're few and far between. So I think it's pretty important to get out there and take them in. I don't really know what else to say. Rutger Hauer was awesome. You know, he carried the picture. He made me believe. He made me believe in an outlandish premise. So about that's all I got. You know, lots of fun. Lots of fun. It's a solid 7. It's Hobo with a shotgun. Thanks.